You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Okay, how do you spell your name?
Viquesi.
Viquesi. Okay, Viquesi.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, man. So, yeah, I like to ask people to identify some deeply held belief they have. It could be anything at all: religion, politics, supernatural, none of the above. Just something that you're fairly certain of, and that is kind of foundational for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to ask you questions related to, like, how did you get there? What method did you use to determine that that thing is true?
Okay. Well, my method is religion, basically.
Okay.
And it's true because when you continue to read the Bible and just continue to apply it to your everyday life, that you continue to see that faith is something that's real and it's something that does happen, because miraculous things just happen out of nowhere, and that's through God answering your prayers, basically.
Okay. So you're saying you believe in religion, and it sounds like specifically Christianity, because you mentioned the Bible, right? And you know that's true because when you apply the Bible to your life, like I'm guessing you get certain results.
Correct.
Is that right? And also you have your prayers answered.
Yes, sir.
Okay. On the scale of 0 to 100, like 100% being you are absolutely certain this thing is true, on a scale of 0 to 100, where would you place your level of certainty that
100.
this thing? Okay. And what would decrease your level of certainty? What would it take to convince you that this thing wasn't true, or to make you less convinced?
Nothing would.
Okay. So nothing would convince you that this thing was true?
Correct.
Okay. You mentioned the Bible applied.
Mm-hmm.
What did you mean when you said that?
When I say like it applies to like basically your daily scriptures, you can read a scripture and then days later or a couple hours later, what you read can basically exemplify throughout daily living and whatnot.
Okay, so scripture exemplified in daily living.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What if you had a let's say a Muslim who said that they know that Islam is true for the reason of the Quran, when they apply it, when they read it, they see the scriptures in the Quran exemplified in their daily life.
Mm-hmm. Well,
how would you interpret that? Because that would be the same reason that you gave for why you know Christianity is true.
Correct, and I'm not one to knock their religion or whatnot, but at the end of the day, we all serve one God. So if the scriptures that they're reading entices or leans toward our God that we devote our lives to a refuge in, so therefore, who am I to knock their religion?
Okay, but how do we determine which one is true if you're both giving the same reason for why you know it's true?
That's basically on them. So I can give someone a Bible and they could give me their scriptures or their literature, and you depict it on how you want to depict it, basically.
Okay. So you're saying that this method of reading a sacred text and seeing it exemplified in daily life, this method can prove either Christianity or Islam true?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any religion that it couldn't prove true?
I wouldn't say none of that, because you're entitled to your own opinion, like I said.
Okay. I understand everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but like if we're trying to determine which one corresponds with reality,
that's like trying to find out who am I to say what reality is to them or whatnot. So can't really do that.
Do you believe that that your belief in Christianity corresponds to reality?
Like I said, it's what I depict, it's what I read, and I take that into my everyday living. That's like a football player practicing every day, and then that correlates to the game day.
Okay. Do you think that we should be concerned with holding beliefs that match with reality?
No. It's really up to you, like I said. If you believe in something, you go for it.
Okay. So you're saying it's up to you. Why is it that you take that approach when it comes to religion?
Because like you make it what it is. Like you read the daily scriptures, you make it what it is. Like you could go a whole day with moping around, but you're choosing to make your day that soggy day, that foggy day, instead of we could just turn it around and be cheerful. So that scripture allows people to be cheerful and just go about their day in a happy place.
Okay. Do you think that us believing something makes it true?
Yeah. You believe that shoes protect your feet when you walk, right?
Yeah, I guess that sounds like a reasonable enough belief.
So if I strongly believe in something, it's true to me. So you believe if I put on a raincoat, I won't get as wet.
You say it's true to you. What do you mean by that?
My belief is true to me because it's been a testament to what God has done for me and what the daily scriptures that I read,
Mm-hmm.
they play an integral role in my life.
Mm-hmm. Is there ever a case where it's not advisable to believe something or to not be concerned with whether or not something is true?
No, sir.
So it's in every case it's okay to believe in we should never be concerned necessarily with whether or not something is true?
Well, that depends on what the scenario is.
Okay, so how do you determine whether or not we should be concerned with whether or not something is true?
Are you talking about in a religion aspect or spiritual aspect?
Just in general. Why is it that with religion you say it doesn't necessarily have to be true, or at least we don't necessarily need to be concerned with whether or not it's true, and then with other things it sounds like, well, maybe then you should be concerned with whether or not it's true. How do you determine when we should be concerned if it's true or not?
Some things you can depict and you can explain, but when it comes to religion, it's an everyday lifestyle. It's an everyday struggle that some people go through. But when they pray or they read their scripture, miracles just happen. So it's like I said, it's off of everyone's depiction. It's off of what you go by. Because I may go through something and I just start praying and reading my daily scripture and something happens. While you may go about your day and something may happen, but you believe in something else. So it's basically off your beliefs and on your depiction of what you seem is right or wrong, or it is reality or not.
Okay, so it sounds like you're okay. You think that there are some instances where we actually should be concerned with whether or not something is true?
In certain situations, yeah. But when it comes to religion, to me, that I believe that is true. That's my reality.
Okay.
So. And
how did you determine that? If we have these two categories, to say we have two boxes, this box is labeled, these items you do not need to be concerned with whether or not these things are true. And then this box over here is labeled items that you should be concerned whether or not they're true. How did you determine that religion goes in this box rather than this box?
Because like I said, my everyday struggles, my everyday moving through life, what I've been through, he has shown me the right ways and shown me what's going to happen. And basically it helped me out.
So it helped you out?
Yeah.
And what is it about it helping you out that caused you to put it in this category of things you don't need to be concerned with whether or not they're true?
Because when you're down and out, he's the only one that's really looking to you and answering you and listening. So let's say I pray on something and it happens, hey, that's God. So who am I to say it's not?
Okay. All right, Viquesi, man. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate your thoughts. Yeah, have a good one.